Have you ever felt so lonely that the whole world seemed grey? Well, this is a story about a little girl named Alexa who felt just that way until a little bit of magic changed everything. It all started during a long, quiet summer at her grandmother's house. Alexa was surrounded by fields of green and the sweet scent of flowers. But inside, she felt bored and misunderstood. In a fit of frustration, she gathered all her toys and, one by one, tossed them out the window. All except for one. Left on her windowsill was a delicate paper princess, lovingly folded from colorful origami by her grandmother. Alexa didn't know it yet, but this wasn't just any paper doll. That night, as moonlight streamed into her room, something incredible happened. The little paper princess began to glow, its folded edges shimmering with a life of their own. The little paper princess began to glow, its folded edges shimmering with a life of their own. She explained that she was under a terrible curse cast by the wicked pink witch. The witch had turned her and her entire kingdom into paper. And if she didn't reach the magical floating palace by sunrise, everything she loved would be destroyed forever. Alexa's heart, which had felt so heavy just hours before, was now pounding with a different emotion: determination. She looked at the fragile princess and knew she couldn't let her face this danger alone. This was no longer just a summer holiday, it was a quest. "I'll help you," Alexa declared, her voice filled with newfound courage. And so their epic journey began. As soon as they stepped outside, the world transformed. The calm night air whipped into a fierce storm, with winds that threatened to tear the paper princess to shreds. Thinking fast, Alexa held the princess close, shielding her from the gale. To navigate the treacherous path, the paper princess revealed another secret. She could transform. She folded herself into a paper bird to scout ahead and a sturdy boat to cross a rushing stream that had suddenly appeared in the garden. But the pink witch's magic was everywhere. Shadowy creatures with glowing eyes lunged at them from behind trees, and thorny vines tried to ensnare them. At one point, a giant, monstrous shape rose from the ground, blocking their path to the floating palace, which was now shimmering faintly in the pre-dawn sky. Fear crept into Alexa's heart, but she looked at the tiny paper figure in her hand, so brave despite being so fragile, and her resolve hardened. They were running out of time. The sky was turning from deep indigo to a soft, pale pink. The floating palace was so close, yet so far. In a final, desperate act, the Pink Witch herself appeared, a whirlwind of furious pink energy, ready to unleash her final, devastating spell. She lunged for the paper princess, her laughter echoing through the air. But Alexa was faster. With a cry of defiance, she leaped forward, placing herself between the witch and the princess. A brilliant light erupted, not from the witch, but from Alexa's own brave heart. The power of her friendship and courage was stronger than any curse. The Pink Witch shrieked as the light washed over her, dissolving her magic into nothingness. As the first rays of the sun touched the floating palace, a miraculous transformation occurred. The paper princess lifted into the air, swirling in a cascade of golden light. Her paper form unfolded, revealing a true princess with sparkling eyes and a grateful smile. "My name is Xena," she said, her voice now rich and clear. "You saved me, Alexa. You saved my kingdom." Looking around, Alexa saw that her grandmother's garden was once again just a garden. Princess Xena and her floating palace faded like a beautiful dream, leaving behind a single, perfectly folded paper flower on the windowsill. Alexa was no longer the lonely, frustrated girl from yesterday. She had battled storms, faced monsters, and broken a powerful curse. She learned that true magic isn't just in floating palaces or talking dolls. It's found in friendship, in the courage you never knew you had, and in believing in the extraordinary possibilities hidden within the ordinary. And she knew with all her heart that this would be a summer she would never ever forget. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more enchanting tales. We'd love to have you in our community. See you next time.